Hi Aries, welcome to your February 2019 love reading. It's Serena here, just shuffling the cards. Okay. Several major arcana cards here. So, the heart of the matter is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings that have a connection to the earth element. So, earth signs. Capricorn, your favorites, probably. Virgo or Taurus, and the theme is solid ground. So that can be like, and this could even be like a new job situation where you meet somebody at your place of employment. But in any case, this can be a relationship that has legs, as I always say, and not just a fling, not just something temporary. In the past position, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is rebirth. So you may have been going through a recent transition, and now you're feeling like you're ready to start again with a new relationship. And this can also be a card of maybe you've been working on yourself, and you know, I always say like cause and effect, because the Judgment card is sowing what you've reaped, or reaping what you sow. Why do I always say that backwards? And sometimes that's a good thing. It's not always like something that you're reaping that is negative. You can reap positive benefits because you've put in the time. And even, you know, like when people say they're working on themselves, I'm like, you know, I kind of like question that, because I think like it's not about imposing something on the outside. It's about becoming something. And I don't know if that's like hard work. It's just a process. So my feeling is that in some cases, people who are really trying to better themselves, they end up attracting a significant other who is more of a higher caliber individual. Not to put down anybody, but some people just are more productive in life. They're more positive, they are more mature, responsible, and things like that. And this could be that type of person. The higher message is the Magician card. So this is what I was talking about. This is like you learning to empower yourself. Some of you may have even been involved in codependency, had those kinds of issues crop up in your life. And this is kind of the reward for that, of your hard work, that you have been able to attract somebody who is a keeper. And this is a card too, if you're single, of finding it within yourself. You know, this is a card of resourcefulness. So finding it within yourself to enjoy your own company, maybe. In a love reading, it would be anything that empowers yourself. And I feel like that is one of the best things you can do, is learn how to enjoy your own company, to believe in your own worth, that you don't need somebody else to prove that you are attractive or that you are desirable. And so if you're just getting involved with people based on the fact that you don't want to be alone, that you're afraid of being alone, or that you feel really weird not being in a relationship with someone since everybody you know is either married or they're involved in some sort of relationship, that can just work against you, because it may not be the time for you to be coupled with anybody. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles, I do think there's a potential for a new relationship that has a more grounding effect on you, but that doesn't mean that perhaps it's just in a very early stage. Maybe you're just flirting with somebody, or you're just talking to them. And when you have that sense of, within yourself, that you're able to find all kinds of renewal, and you're not looking to another person to define you or to prove that you're okay, then if someone comes along, it's like icing on the cake. What crosses you is represented by the King of Pentacles. Now, in some cases, because I think I got this with another reading where I started to go, whoa, wait a second. Is that Pentacles person really the one? Or maybe you're just focused on them because you've recently come out of or your legal judgment was rendered, or you've gotten divorced, and it was to this person. Who knows? But this can also be the boss, and this person. But this is like an older earth sign or earth-oriented person or business person who is causing problems for some reason. Maybe this is a totally different person. Maybe this is your ex, and maybe you have two earth signs, one departing and one now. And the reason that I get a little bit confused with that sometimes is that being an Aries, an earth sign individual isn't necessarily, just based on the sun signs, the most compatible. But I know people that are together, and one is earth and one is fire. It's just that fire is very passionate and earth is very practical. And so both can irritate the other. One thinks the other is too dramatic, and the other one thinks the other one is too dry and boring. So, but, of course there are moon signs, there are, Venus signs, Mars, and that might change the picture slightly. But the King of Pentacles, if you're having an office romance, your boss may frown on it and may try to keep you apart, or warn you, don't you even think about it if he sees you flirting in the office, and saying, we don't allow that here. So it could be someone like an authority figure who is trying to keep the two of you from, taking things further. Who knows? What is coming in is represented by the Emperor. Funny enough, the Emperor is connected to you. I wrote one time that it bothers me because I connect Capricorn to the Emperor. Because this is a sign of, the judicious. It could even be like a judge, but that authority figure. And with Aries, even though Aries people can be leaders, I still don't see them as necessarily wanting to be in the position of the Emperor. Because the Emperor has to be very deliberate. They have to see all sides, and they have to kind of patiently take in all the information before they make their decision. Aries people tend to be, do snap decisions. They tend to be very impatient, so it's very difficult for them to just sit and hear from different people. They want to cut to the chase. But it is associated with Aries, and it can be you in control of your situation. And it certainly follows on the Magician card, with the Magician card, because that's another card that I associate with self-empowerment. And so the person feels like they can conquer the world. They're not dependent on external conditions for them to do what they need to do. And the Emperor, it could be like, if with the Judgment card, that you've been waiting for that judgment and it comes in at the end of January, or maybe that's even in the future. But the reason you might get this card is saying, you know what, you may already be like totally disentangled from a former spouse, and you don't feel like you need to be set free from that person. But it's possible that any kind of decision rendered by the Emperor, it may be just kind of like anticlimactic in a sense, but I still think, Aries, that it could point to a new phase in your life. And you just need this declaration in order to fully move ahead. The outcome is the Ten of Cups, which is a card of happily ever after. It's a marriage card. Unless you're getting married to a fellow Aries, but I really think that it could be like a Capricorn. That's my feeling. Since I told you that I feel that that card connects to Capricorn, and we've been getting that earth energy in the centerpiece here. The other thing is the Emperor can be like law enforcement, or a soldier, or a firefighter, in addition to being a judge. But with the outcome as the Ten of Cups, this may be somebody that you can end up being with for the rest of your life. That's what I said to you at the beginning of this reading, Ace of Pentacles. This could be like a keeper. And this brings happiness to you. This is a boost for the happiness of your family. And so, yeah, the pot at the end of the rainbow, that kind of deal. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Aries. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Otherwise, have a great February. Bye.